It's about Wasiu Ayinde, Marshal. For those who do not know who he is a Fuji musician. He actually created his own tune, although it is still Fuji, but he made Fuji appealing to the new generation. And of course, the older generation can also connect to Wasiu Ayinde's music. Oftentimes you find him attending parties, events, and this is what has brought about the kind of life that Wasiu Ayinde, is lived and is still living now. And I'm talking about accumulation of lots of women. Islam is a religion that permits more than one wife, and Africans marry more than one wife. Of course, there are still some other Europeans that also have more than one wife, depending on their religion, their faith, and all of that. But let us focus on Wasiu. Recently, Wasiu Ayinde decided to take in a new wife, and I'm not talking of a young lady who has never been married. Wasiu Ayinde loves to take in women that have aged a little bit, women that can connect to him somehow. That is what he does. Wasiu Ayinde recently got a woman called Rocco, Ade Rocco, and Emmanuella, that's her name, Emmanuella. And this did not go down well with Wasiu Ayinde's former wife called Titi. Titi felt that this was a sellout. She felt that this was not supposed to be, being that both of them were friends. And all of a sudden, Emmanuella sneaked into the life of Wasiu. And this created social media buzz right, left, and center. A lot of people reacted to this, and of course, reactions cannot stop, cannot put an end to the activities or the adventure of Wasiu Ayinde. He is a man of himself. Whatever consequences he faces in life, it will be his own. Now, Wasiu Ayinde, for those who know him, he has a lot of children, and all of these children come from different women. Now, being that he is a praise singer, some Yoruba people will call him a beggar. They call them alagbe, they call them beggars. So that's what they do. What they do is to actually praise you, hail you, and it's just that theirs is a kind of upgraded one. They put music into it, put entertainment into it, and all of that, and they beg you, call your name, and you spread them money. Now, that being said, we know that women are often attracted to people who are famous. They want to, kind of attach themselves. They want to be part of their life and all of that, notwithstanding the consequences that could come out of it. They just don't care. If a normal woman looks at Wasiu Ayinde, coupled with all the dramas in his life and baby mamas and women, ex here and there, different women and all of that, I don't think a sensible woman would want to put herself into that life and continue. But some of them, I say, I don't care if I could just have one child for him and that's it. So we've heard several stories surrounding Wasiu Ayinde as regards women. This is what they do. Some women will come out to talk about, oh, they used this for me, they did that for me, they try to cover the glory of this, they take this from that, all of that. We do not know much about this because when a woman is conned, hell knows. In fact, you cannot measure the kind of things that will come out of that woman when a woman is conned. Anything could happen. And I'm not trying to say these things are not true. As I am not there, I cannot give you word for word. But this one that we know is what I'm putting out to you. This is what has reached us. So this Emmanuella has decided to show Wasiu that, look, I'm not those type of people that, those type of women. She has seen what has happened before. Like, okay, your complaint. When men want to get a woman, they come up with different stories. The same thing with women. When a woman wants a man, they care less about anything. They just want to go all the way until they achieve whatever it is that they need to achieve. Some do this just to put it on their CV. If there is anything like that, oh, I dated, I married, I was also with this popular person. They feel that's what they need in life. So Titi, like I said, used to be friend of Emmanuella. Maybe Titi used to tell Emmanuella all of the, as friends, all of the problems she's facing in her marriage. The other woman there in UK, oh, he went to this, he slept with that, he did all of that. You know, women chatting among themselves, telling themselves this weakness of their husband or the bad character of their husband or the atrocities of their husbands and all of that, all of these things. And Emmanuella Rocco is kind of listening to all of this, and in her mind is like, look at this one. You don't know that I don't even mind. Now, Emmanuella, like I said, is not tear rubber. She's someone who has been with somebody before, and she's no longer with the person. Of course, life has to go on. And she decided not to go with a single person, a single man. You know, she decided to go with a man that has been with other women too. That is the kind of life that she wants. This is a very fair complexion. She's very, very fair. How she got all of that, I don't know. But it's like some people are saying then that, oh, this man, Wasiu, he also wants to get a woman that is fair and tall, someone who is glittering, same like Ooni of Ife. That was when Ooni of Ife and the ex-Olori were in good terms. So he said he also wants to have a woman who is shining. Compared to Titi, it seems Emmanuella is kind of someone who, based on her skin color, based on the way she's fair, it's like she's kind of, you know, people will often spot her before they see Titi. Not because Titi is not, you know, Titi also has her own attributes as a person. Everyone is unique and special. But I think Wasiu Ayinde feels that he needs someone who can match up to his status, and he needs a woman that is glowing and shining, even if they're not going to have children for themselves or they're going to have children for themselves, whatever. Now, the complaint that Wasiu Ayinde brought forward was that Titi wasn't giving him peace of mind. Based on the kind of job that he does, he will have to travel right, left, and center. He will get calls from women here and there, some trying to tease him, some trying to lay with him, some trying to do this and that with him, and all of that. He would have to go to their parties, and he cannot say no. The kind of job he does, he can't say no. He has to be friendly, he has to be open, he has to flirt, he has to do all of these things for him to get money into his pocket. The money that they pay them for the show is not enough. They get money from women who spray them. So if they have people who see them as idols, or people who are kind of people who feel that they need this kind of man in their life, or people who feel that they actually have a kind of connection with him. You see most of these women in this party spraying money. You hope that they could catch the eyes of Wasiu Ayinde and join the RM, or probably do one or two things with him. So all of these things definitely will be there. Any man who is involved in, even you see the likes of Davido and the rest of them, they can't even have a settled life because of the kind of what they do, the nature of what they do. Having one woman at home is not going to make things work for them. They will have to leave the woman, endless shows, sleep in the hotel with this and that life, you know, those are the consequences, and those are the things that comes with it. So a woman that attaches herself to Wasiu Ayinde and hope to keep Wasiu Ayinde under a skirt will be difficult. It is not going to be easy, because that is the kind of life he has chosen for himself. A life to sing and beg, and a life to, you know, frolic here, right, left, and center, to move right, left, and center with different women and do all of that. That is the kind of life that Wasiu Ayinde is on this earth for. That is what he believes can fulfill his life and nothing more. So what we heard is that Rocco has decided to be extra. I mean, Rocco decided to give Wasiu Ayinde the extra that Titi could not give. And what is this? If you think your Titi is just disturbing you back in those days and all of that, and me, I am not, no, I'm not going to accept this. What we heard now is that bumper to bumper is what Titi is doing. Whenever Wasiu Ayinde is to go for any show, whenever there is a phone call, whenever there is anything, Rocco is always on to find out who is calling. Whenever there is a party, she is always there. Even if she's not at the center of it, she's always somewhere at the back, monitoring and watching. Why? Because she knows that she wants to at least maintain this status for now. She might have been humble, listening, have that listening here all the while, Wasiu was saying, I don't know why Titi is this and that, it's always bothering me, she will be like, no, she doesn't need to do this, why, and all of that. Why not? But you give her everything that she wants, you do this and that, and you understand these things. So before you know it, she crept into the life of Wasiu. Wasiu looked at it like, wow, this is a good one. And people even said he wanted to use this to punish Titi, like, let me tell you how powerful I am and all of that. And eventually, what is going on? Titi is making sure that she keeps her own space for as long as she can keep it, because she knows that soon her time might expire. Before you know it, one day, Wasiu will get another woman somewhere and begin to showcase that one, and we'll hear that that one is a millionaire, billionaire in this and that, and Emmanuella will be a forgotten story. And at that time, when that time comes, which is not far off, because right now, they are beginning to have their bumper-to-bumper thing, the same thing that Wasiu does not want. And I'm wondering, how do you want to get married to a woman and you don't want bumper-to-bumper? It is better you keep baby mamas. Never be married to anybody if you think you want to maintain that kind of life. So it's going to be a very difficult one for Wasiu to maintain this type of lifestyle and think that he can have a settled home. So that is what is happening. Soon, Wasiu will be trying to shop for another woman. So if you are there and you think you also want to put your head into this, well, soon, be ready. Wasiu will start shopping and looking for another woman to put the ring on her finger, just like how he has done for Titi, done for Emmanuella. Soon, this is going to happen. It's so, it's something that a lot of people are beginning to wonder about, and they are beginning to tell Wasiu, don't come out and start telling us that Rocco, Emmanuella, this and that. You are not a young boy. You're not a teenager. Don't come and begin to tell us stories and hope that people are going to support you this time around, because people are watching like, man, your own is getting too much. What is this that you're doing?